has now slapped new tariffs of up to 30% on 7 additional countries, including Iraq, Brunei, Libya, Algeria, the Philippines, Moldova and Sri Lanka. This move is seen as an escalation of a tough stance on global trade. However, India is not on this new list. It's not been included in the latest tariff list that has been issued by the Trump administration. So 30% tariffs on 7 nations, almost 7 nations getting this 30% tariffs, including Iraq, Brunei, Libya, Algeria, Philippines, Moldova and Sri Lanka. This is in addition to the 14 previous nations that are on Trump's tariff list. But India is not on this new list or is among these 7 nations that have been added by the Trump administration. I'm joined by my colleague Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. So Pallavi, hope still alive of a trade agreement between India and the United States?
Well, there were 7 countries which Donald Trump had said he's going to issue the letters, and those 7 countries are out today. Sri Lanka, Libya, Algeria, Philippines, these are the countries. So they're interesting to watch now. When is it going to be India's turn? The possibility of it coming out maybe tomorrow. In fact, the deadline, the 90-day reprieve, ends on 9th of July, though he has also spoken of an extension till the 1st of August where many could renegotiate. But what is also very interesting, Ayushman, is that both Pakistan and India are left behind. And he has always been making a claim that he was the one who brokered peace between India and Pakistan, organized that ceasefire in exchange for a kind of a trade agreement. So is that what he's trying to do? Is that what he's trying to hint? So India, of course, has made it very clear that there are certain issues on which and products on which we are not going to be allowing to cross that Lakshman Rekha, like dairy and agro products, labor-intensive, genetically modified agro products. So this is going to be interesting to see how much of the tariff is going to be put forward. And also very quickly, Ayushman, till now for all the 7 countries which were announced today, the minimum average tariff which has been announced is around 30%, which is a huge number.
Absolutely. But Pallavi, given the fact that India has been very aggressively negotiating with the Trump administration, is it possible that India could jump the line when it comes to the BRICS tariff that Donald Trump announced? Could India also create its own deal with the Trump administration, given the fact that so far we've missed all the lists, but India has been aggressively negotiating with the United States? And in the larger picture, the United States understands the trading potential as well as the importance of India in the global economic market.
Well, I mean, we do have an export surplus with America, and in fact, we are mutually one of the biggest trading partners for each other. So, just as India would want that market to stay, even America would want to have tapping into the Indian market. And yes, you're right, Ayushman, we have been aggressively kind of negotiating with them. Rajesh Agarwal, who's led it from the Commerce Ministry, has also been a tough negotiator, and I think Donald Trump has acknowledged that. We have our own sensitive political and economic scenario, which is why we cannot bend backwards to please the Trump administration. That's not the way our foreign policy works. I think it's been made abundantly clear, whether by S. Jaishankar, whether it is by the Commerce Minister, that national interest, national importance first, and then it's going to come in all kind of negotiations. So I think that messaging has gone to America that even if it's not a very great deal in our favor, we are ready to live with it because we have a plan B in place, but there's just no way we can afford to compromise, or we will be ready to compromise the interest of the people of the country.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pallavi, for joining us on the broadcast. And it seems that message has gone through to the Trump administration when it comes to India's red lines to having a fair trade agreement with the United States. And at the same time, given the fact that India is a crucial trading partner for the United States, it seems that message is also being inculcated by the negotiators on Donald Trump's side when it comes to keeping India out of these lists and coming to a common understanding with the Modi government on having trade going forward. So clearly another day has gone by, ladies and gentlemen, and we're still waiting for what will be that tariff number for India. But it seems India's negotiating tactics have paid off and India is heading towards a trade agreement with the United States as the Trump administration slaps these tariffs on other nations, with 30% being a huge number slapped on nations like Iraq and Algeria. We'll continue to track all the developments coming in. Let's shift focus back to the national capital.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go. Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.